Good morning. So, this is my very first video, or garden video, should I say, and I just would like to take the time to introduce myself. My name is Kamika Hart. I go by Mimi. My nickname is Mimi growing up, and my grandson Chakoi calls me Mimi as well. So my auntie Wendy came in town, and she did a video of my garden and introduced me to the garden community on YouTube. So first I want to say her page is Healthy Living with Wendy, and I just want to thank her because she has encouraged me probably for a few years to get this page started. And then when she came in town and did a video of the garden and posted it on her page, just all of the encouragement and support from the YouTube garden community. So thank you all so much for encouraging me. And thank you to my auntie, because if it wasn't for her, I would not be doing this. I'm not good on camera. I kind of like being in the background. So this is going to be all new for me, and I just ask that you bear with me. I am learning. I've been gardening probably since about 2017, but just doing a little bit at a time. And as I grow, as I get older, as I get a little bit wiser, each year, I'm just trying to do different things, learn more, and grow more. So I'm a real estate agent full time, and mobile signing agent, notary. I am a Mimi. I have a grandson named Jacoy Fields. I love him so much. He's like my little best friend, and my little travel buddy. And then there's Faith. Faith, come here. Come here. Let me introduce you to everybody. This is Faith. She's coming over to say hi. So this is my little sugar, my little right hand, Faith. All right, so I am now going to show you guys my garden. So we're in the front yard right now because I try to optimize all of my space. Generally, every year in the front yard I would just do flowers, but this year I decided to do a mixture of flowers and vegetables, and fruit. So I'm gonna start with my biggest thing that you see behind me, which is my peach tree. My peach tree, I believe we planted her back in 2018. I had a learning center. It was Creative Hearts Learning Center, and I partnered with Kansas City Community Gardens, and they came out and helped me set up my beds, and they would come out and do tutorials with my kids on how to harvest the foods and how to pair the foods and different things we could do to make them. So it was a great experience. I did that because I didn't want Jacoy to go to daycare, so I decided to open my own learning center. It was amazing. It was bittersweet because I closed. I decided to do real estate full time. Nevertheless, that was actually my gardening. That's how my journey started, was with the learning center, and I've just continued gardening from there. So 2017 is when I opened the learning center. And so, yeah, that's kind of where the journey started. So this is Miss Peachy, the peach tree that I need to prune, and I need to cover with the net. Don't know how I'm going to manage that, but every year the squirrels seem to beat me to the peaches, unfortunately. I think I've gotten one or two peaches off of this tree, unfortunately. And you see all these peaches? Like, there's a whole bunch. There's a lot. And it's growing everywhere. So yeah, pruning this tree will be something that I need to do within the next week, and I'm trying to throw some kind of net over it, which is going to be interesting in itself. So I'll keep you guys posted on how that goes. Okay, now I need to figure out how to turn this video around. Okay, I'll see y'all in a minute. Okay, we're back. This is the front of the house. Okay, so here we have peppers. These are oriental peppers with a couple marigolds. Here we have lemon basil with another oriental pepper and marigolds in the back. And then on this side we have tomatillos. I think I said that correctly. As you see, we're starting to flower. And then we have marigolds and salt and pepper cucumber in the back there. So again, I'm just experimenting, trying new things. This is, again, the peach tree. It's peachy. And she has just kind of taken over the front yard. So she needs to be pruned, and we have to come out here and, yeah, it's a job. This is my morning glories here that are coming back from last year, my clematises, and please excuse the chipping paint and the lemon balm that comes back every year. Very faithful. My lemon balm is so faithful to me, and she is just taking over, and I'm so grateful. When I say the Lord knows exactly what you need, he knows exactly what you need. And lemon balm is something that I make often for my grandson and myself, just for the calming and benefits to help with insomnia, to help with just calming. So this is feverfew that my sister gave me a piece of from her yard, and I transplanted and brought over here, and it's doing amazing. It's actually spread. I started it over here in the middle of this lemon balm. You'll see it there. And then it has now spread over here. Faith! We also have comfrey, which I'm super excited about. So my sister gave me this plant from her garden. I brought it home, put it in the yard immediately, and it did this. So I was like, oh my God, it's dead. And she's like, no, just wait and look what it's doing. Like, I am just so amazed just by nature and these flowers and these plants and their capabilities and what they can do. But comfrey is to heal bones. My grandson broke his finger about 2 weeks ago, and I took him to the emergency room, and they said it was broken. So my sister gave me comfrey. His finger is fine now. Here is some mullein that I was so blessed to find in a yard of a client whose home I'm selling. Miss Ora May, she passed away back in October. She was 101 years old, and she had a whole lot next to her home that she also owned, and it was a whole garden patch. So I actually found this in her backyard, and I have actually been foraging in her yard because she has quite a few things. She had a lot of medicinal books on just how plants are medicine. And so yeah, it was really interesting that, one, I got the opportunity to list her home, but also had the responsibility of cleaning it out, and was able to find all of these wonderful educational books in regards to gardening and plants and foods and the medicinal purposes, which was already the journey I was on. So it was just quite interesting that she too was interested in that, and I had the opportunity to be able to have those books, discover them, one, and the family, allowed me to take them. So very, very grateful. I'll share those at a later date. This is the beginning of the backyard, but I want to finish the front yard, so we'll come back to the back here. I just wanted to show you guys my cup, because this is how I feel. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace. And then on the other side, it just says hope, which also is what my hand arm says, because yeah, it's got to hang on to hope. So here we are back to the front, and over here we have some calendula. We also have lettuce, nasturtiums, red rosy basil, and thyme. And then we have some onions in the back here. So I have a few things going on in this pot, but the benefits of being able to come out and grab lettuce out when we're making salads or having burgers is amazing. This little baby, I got a piece of this from the zoo one day and put it, I think I was with my girlfriend, and put a little piece at the bottom of the stroller, and came home and planted it, and it just comes back every year as well. I love these. I can't, for whatever reason, the name is escaping me and it's on the tip of my tongue. Whew. These are my favorite calla lilies. these are so faithful. They come back every year. They are just so luscious and beautiful. Like, I love their leaves. I love the flowers. I just love everything about calla lilies. You'll see that I actually just love lilies. These are day lilies that I also have, which I absolutely love. I love the colors in these day lilies. Like, they're just beautiful. And then here we have also calendula, lettuce, thyme, basil, and onions. This basil is sweet basil. So I have, I believe, 4 different basils in the front: a sweet basil, a lemon basil, the red rosy basil, and the calendar basil. And I'm almost sure I'm not saying that correctly. Here we have oregano. Look at this nice tree. I'm saying good morning. And strawberries. My grandson loves strawberries, and so you will see strawberries planted throughout. Here we have chamomile and lavender, as well as marigolds. Then we have more nasturtiums here, which are edible flowers, the leaves as well. These are marigolds, and then we have some oriental peppers here. More oriental peppers and marigolds. And the interesting thing is these peppers were all planted at the same time, and so just to see how, you know, everything grows at its own pace and speed, just kind of like how we do as individuals. Here you see, this is apple mint. This apple mint I received from a family that was selling flowers. They gave me a piece and came home again and planted it, and it's just been doing its thing, and very faithful and coming back every year. I use this in my teas. It smells amazing. It's just, it has some antioxidants in it as well. This is sage, and I'll come back through every plant and talk about the benefits later, but just kind of today wanted to give you a quick little overview. This little flowers is being pollinated here by the little bitty bee. I don't know if you can see it. So the sage is flowering, and then there's these little bitty bees flying around pollinating the flowers like we needed to do. So thank you, little bee, for doing your job. These are my greens. They did look amazing, and something is attacking them. So I really need to get out here and get on this. I don't want anything else to be able to enjoy the fruits of my labor. This really makes me sad. So I need to figure out what's eating on my leaves and fix it. So yeah, these are my collards. Babe, come on, mama. Faith normally joins me. Let me see where she's at. Faith, come on, baby. Let's go. All right, now we are headed to the backyard. So this is an old sink I got from Miss Ormay's house, and I am going to refurbish it. I'm unsure if I'm going to make it a planter or use it as a sink. So any ideas, let me know. I went and bought some spray paint and some sandpaper, and I'm going to walk through cleaning it up and spray painting it, and yeah. So pretty excited about that. Here I have some Tussle Holy Basil, Tulsi, excuse me. And then I have some clary sage here. This area is actually going to be my medicinal garden. I'm in transition, always doing something back here. So please excuse this space because it is a work in progress. So hopefully within the next week it will look a lot different. I'll be planting flowers and seeds throughout here, but my intention here is to make this whole area just of medicinal plants. So we'll see how that comes along. I started here with a small medicinal garden, and we have a little bit of everything. Some things have done really well, whereas others not so much. And so I'll try it again with seeding it in other locations. But it looks like the Paracris is doing really good. The marshmallow is doing amazing. My stevia is thriving. The German thyme doesn't seem to be germinating at all. Looks like I'm trying to get a little bit of the wild bergamot here. And then, let's see. Looks like we got some, maybe the Russian tarragon is going to try to do something. So, prayers. I'm going to pray out for this little medicinal garden and hope it does well. All right. So, that is that area. Again, please, this yard is a work in progress. I'm always constantly doing something. This is just some little flowers. I actually brought these in last year, and they did well. I just put them in some light, and they did well, and I brought them back out this year. I really prefer perennials, of course, because they come back. But if I can try to bring them in and put them in the basement with some light and preserve them, I will. This here is peppers. I have some Roman bell peppers and some night bell peppers here. I also have 3 buckets of potatoes. And you'll see the leaves are different. I have purple potatoes. I have the russet potatoes, and then I also have red potatoes. So it's interesting to see the difference in the leaves in the potatoes. I planted these potatoes much earlier than I did these 2. So looks like these are about ready to harvest. As you'll see, the branches are starting to fall. They did not flower for me. My sister said her potatoes flowered. Mine did not flower, so I'm a little sad about that. However, we'll try again. Here I'm really excited. So I'm trying the sister method of planting, and this is 3 different types of corn. It's Argent sweet corn, peach and cream corn, and then bodacious sweet corn, excuse me. Sweet basil, cucumber, Mexican sour, diva cucumber, and then we also have some Kentucky Wonder pole beans, some runner black night beans, and then the royal burgundy bush beans. And then we have a couple squashes that were just recently planted that should be coming up, winter squash that'll be coming up in here soon. So I'm really excited to see how this is going to do. This is a process I just read about, and so I figured I would try it. Again, trying to optimize my space and grow as much as I can. My tomato over here. I have tomatoes, peppers, and onions, and my auntie came and sprinkled in some carrots and beets. So that's what's growing here. I'm gonna need to get some. I really wanted, I can't think of the name of it, but with the wires, I wanted to do that for the caging of my tomatoes instead of using these tomato cages for this. So I need to get on it because they are growing. I did go ahead and put a few stakes in here, but I need to research it a little bit more. And yeah, I want to try that string method. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm sure somebody will correct me and give me the right terminology. Please and thank you. These are peppers here. This is flat leaf parsley, yellow zucchini, black beauty zucchini, and then I have a couple salt and pepper cucumbers in the back and some dill. Really quick over here. It's shishito sweet peppers, black trifle cherry tomatoes, Goliath tomatoes, San Moreno tomato, big beef tomatoes, and mini cupid peppers. And I believe that's what I have in the front. I think I kept saying oriental. I think they're mini cupid peppers. Here that's netted is my cabbage, my cauliflower, and broccoli. So this is all cabbage, cauliflower, and broccoli. Broccoli's about ready to harvest. got a few holes in my cabbage. Not happy about, but this is my lettuce and kale bed. I also have voluntary basil all throughout this bed, as well as voluntary tomatoes. So last year I had tomatoes in this bed, and this year I decided to put my lettuce and kales and arugula and this. And I have a variety of lettuces. There's also some Detroit dark red beets. And then again, voluntary basil all throughout. I didn't plant this. This just came back from last year. This lettuce I've harvested a couple times and given away, and then it just comes back. And so it's done amazing, which I'm super excited about. And then here, last but not least, is our little strawberry well. The strawberry well has parsley and thyme and rosemary and chives and strawberries. You'll see some strawberries here. So I'm really excited about this well. It's really pretty at night when it's lit up. I'll have to show you guys some pictures of that. These are some cactuses that I got from Miss Orme's house. She has like several of them, but they fruit and they're beautiful. So again, excited and blessed for the opportunity to have these. This is dragon Brussels sprouts, Serrano del Sol hot peppers, sweet banana peppers, and poblano hot peppers. And then here we have eggplant. So this is what we have going on. There is some spinach coming up in here, rosemary, dill, and chocolate mint there, and then again some more strawberries and rosemary. So this is pretty much the garden. This is what we have going on. As I said, I'm trying to get it cleaned up, and this is still part from when I had the daycare. So this is all about to change in this little area. I want to try to get some more beds, get me a cattle panel. So I have some nice little plans for this area. I got a little bit of space to work with. So I'm excited for what's to come, but very grateful for where we are and how far we've come at this point. I'm just here to learn. I'm here to share, to learn, to grow. And I am not a medical doctor. I am not an herbalist. I am just one that loves knowledge. I want to learn how to help heal myself, my family, and my friends. I'm just one of those people, like if I could hug you, that would be my superpower. If I could hug people and take away their pain, I would. So what other way than to grow food and vegetables to be able to share to help people stay healthy and feel better? So thank you guys for coming along with me and viewing my garden. Faith, tell everybody bye. Say goodbye. All right. So thank you again for coming along this journey with us. And oh, I forgot to show you one thing. Forgive me. The elderberry tree. This is my elderberry tree that has spread quite a bit. I am fighting aphids. We are literally in a war out here. I've been spraying it down and putting my neem oil mixed with water and Dawn, and that does not seem to be working for me. So if anybody has any suggestions on how I can go about keeping my flowers and getting rid of the aphids, I would be more than grateful. Any advice would be so helpful. So again, thank you all for coming along on this journey with me, and I look forward to learning and growing with you.